What's up everyone, Hachi here bringing you another Marvel Strike Force video. Now today we are going to be looking at my account after playing this game for a year. We're going to be taking a look at my characters, where my roster sits, and we're going to be talking about kind of some things coming up in the game, as well as where I'm hoping to take this account for the next year. Let's check it out. So there you have it. Well, I got really close. I missed it by a couple of days, but this has been a crazy work week. So I'm bringing this to you a couple days late, but essentially we're looking at it for a year. Now I just started playing this game a couple weeks after beta. So I went on vacation for a couple of weeks there where I didn't actually log in at all, which is why my counter is where it is. But if we go ahead and we take a look here at the account, let's go ahead over here first. I'm going to go into Blitz and I want to show you my saved teams now. Just because this is kind of important. So here we have, and I'll go into detail with these characters a little bit later. So here we have my number one team. My strongest team is my Defenders with Punisher. They're sitting there at 228,000 power. I have had them upgraded for a long time. I spent probably 3 months or so upgrading them. Getting to where I wanted, and this was back in the November timeframe, October timeframe, when the team synergies really kind of started to come out. I saw the writing on the wall. I looked at the fact that the Defenders, I could get them all, which is kind of the biggest hang up in this game. Is there's all these great characters, but you can't always get them. Take a look right now with Shuri and all the Wakandans. You can get most of them, but if you started playing the game right now, you're not going to be anywhere close to getting some of these characters, and they're not farmable. So Defenders was one of the first ones that I went for. Now, at that time, as I was building Defenders, I was also getting my Kree minions, as well as my Guardians up, because who doesn't love the Guardians of the Galaxy? Once I got Star-Lord, though, I did not... I didn't really pursue that team that much. I mean, they're super powerful, they're really good. I like my Guardians team, but I've just been putting my resources elsewhere. So number one, Defenders. Number two is my Guardians team, in terms of like when I got them. But then my second most powerful team actually is my Brotherhood team. Now I've, for probably about the last month and a half, other than getting Shield and Fury, I've been putting all of my resources, 100% of everything, into the Brotherhood team because they are super powerful and they are well worth it. Other than that, you'll see my number 4 team there is my Shield, and I know they're kind of low, but I'll get them up once my Brotherhood kind of maxes out. You'll see that's where I'm sitting there on my Spider-Verse team. Carnage is super low, but his shards are hard to come by. A couple other teams I have here are just built. I've got the Kree team, pretty low. I've got the Hand team just kind of right below them. Not much going on there with Hydra, not much going on there with Mercenaries. You'll see there we've got that hybrid Minerva, Vision, kind of Guardians hybrid team. That is so much fun to go through the Ultimus raids with. But that's where we're sitting at team-wise. Okay, so if I go ahead, and let's go ahead and look here. Yes, no, we don't want to buy anything. If we come in here, no, we don't want to buy anything. That's the other thing that I want to mention too, is that I haven't spent a dime on this game, with the exception of at Christmas time there was like a spend 99 cents get 1,000 cores. That's the only money I've spent on this game, and not that I have any problem with people who do spend money on this game. I actually appreciate it because that lets other players for free play it. So thank you very much to those people that spend a lot of money on this game. I, however, have chose not to. I feel like there's a lot of broken areas to this game that I don't really want to spend. It's super fun. I love this game. It's great to play, but there's a lot that's broken, and I think Fox Next is responding well to some things and working on it. So that being said, we look here at my roster. I just actually pulled a 4-star Punisher, Red Star Punisher here, which put him up as my number 1 character. You'll see my Defenders are all up really high there. A couple, we've got a couple of Guardians there. We've got Drax at 4 stars, Gamora at 4 red stars. Spider-Man, I pulled a 5 red star, and that was actually the first 5 red stars that I ever pulled with Spider-Man, so that bumped him way higher than I'd actually like him, because he's a lot more powerful than the rest of my Spider-Verse guys are. Let's see, we're looking at, but then right there underneath it, we've got Brotherhood. So Sabretooth, Juggernaut, Pyro, Magneto, and Mystique. We got them all up at around 38,000. I'm approaching that 40,000 mark to get that team at over 200,000 or power, which is nice. I mean, they smash pretty well. But I still in arena, I still use the defenders. They're my defensive team. They're up at 228. They're my defensive team. They're my offensive team, and I stay kind of in 150 to 200 range. You know, I don't really have the power on them to get them up to number one, at least not, you know, in the thread that I'm in. There's guys that have 320,000 K powered Brotherhood teams that are up at the top, or just these ridiculous shield teams with like an 80,000 Nick Fury, and just there's no way I'm getting there without any 7-star red characters. So you'll see I've got Wolverine, I've got Thanos pretty high. You know, for a while there I was building a defenders team, but that kind of broke up. Minerva, I was actually on vacation when Minerva came out, so I didn't get to take full advantage of the regular stars. I lucked out and I pulled a 5-star for her, but she's not farmable. Super strong character, best healer in the game by far. Not farmable, so she's just kind of stuck sitting where she is. Let's see, then we get kind of coming into my shield guys. We've got shield security there. We've got Nick Fury, shield medic, and then we got Vision, Iron Man, Groot, and then you know, really kind of just a bunch of filler, right? We get down below here, we've got Captain Marvel. She's super fun to play with. War Machine there too. Hawkeye, Thor, you know, and then now we're getting down into some of the Kree minions, the Handmaids, kind of the minions team, which before Alliance War, I didn't work on Kree, Hand, Mercenaries, any of those like kind of minion teams, because I was putting all my resources into the teams that actually mattered. But once Alliance War really kind of came into effect, it's like I'm trying to round out my offense. And you know, and not just offense but also defense. So we're coming down here to my super low characters. We've got Mantis. You know, once again, everyone says she's a great character, but I can't farm her, so I've got her sitting there at 2 stars. I'm not going to spend what little resources I have to get her all the way up to, you know, not even close to what the rest of my Guardians are at. It seems kind of pointless to me. So we've got the rest of the AIM people down here. The Hydra guys are down here. Now, I know some of you are going to hate me. Mordo and Doctor Strange, I have never put anything into a Mystic team. I've unlocked very little in the Mystic campaign, which I'm sure is going to drive some people crazy, and I will get there, but they keep coming out with all these new characters, and it's like, I'm like a fish. I see something shiny, and I'm like, oh, gotta go get it. That being said, you know, here's my my Wakandans. We've got Killmonger down there, M'Baku down there, and Okoye down there. Falcon got the event going. I've got him up to 3 stars already. I'll probably cap him up to 5 stars once we get done. So you'll see, though, a lot of things, and I'm sure a lot of people have the same issue, is the choke point in this game is gold, right? So I've got a lot of characters who are ready to be promoted, but if I don't really use them, I don't spend the gold on it because I'm trying to get resources and spending the gold elsewhere. So let's see, you'll see here, we'll get down. Okay, so Quake, I don't really ever use her that much, so I have her sitting at 6 stars, just waiting to go up. Just need 500,000 gold to get her up. You know, let's see, who's the next one here? Venom, he could go up to 6 stars. You know, I use him a fair amount, but then once again with Spider-Man, I don't want him to get too far overpowered from the rest of my Spider-Verse guys. Shield Security, same thing. I could have him up at 7 stars, but I'm not going to spend the gold and have him get more advanced than the rest of the team. Let's see, Black Widow there, I could put her up, but honestly I don't use her that much anymore. She was super OP with the Avengers, but once Captain Marvel came along, I broke up my Avengers team, and she's in there and she's good. I don't feel the need to spend what little gold I have on those. Let's see, so then we've got Deadpool can go up, Hulk can go up, Yondu can go up, Miles Morales can go up, Winter Soldier can go up, Loki can go up, War Machine can go up, Hawkeye can go up. But once again, that's the thing, is why spend the gold if I don't use the characters, or if I don't use them as much as other characters? Because right now, having a really strong really strong shield team, really strong Guardians, really strong Defenders, really strong Brotherhood, that's where my gold goes. So that's kind of my characters in a nutshell there. You know, arena, let's see where I'm at in arena. Right now I'm at 213. I always try to stay under that 250 point just so I can get the cores. But, you know, anymore, like I've broken top 100. You know, I've got maybe like 90 or 95 has been the best, you know, rank I've ever gotten in arena, but I've never gotten to 100. And that's super hard to do with only a 230 power max team at this stage of the game. Let's see, what else could we look at? So here's another thing too here. We've got Alliance. Oh yeah, they just started the new alpha with so the other thing too that I wanted to point out is, let's look at our supplies, is if we come here to blitz, right, and orbs, I've got all these blitz orbs. Well, I've got all the characters that I care about in blitz completely maxed out. So why open the orbs? I'd love to see a new character come to blitz. It would be nice if it was like a good character and not another minion. You know, but I've got all those characters, you know, maxed out. I've got Spider-Man, Gamora, Crossbones, Luke Cage. You know, I don't have the Hydra guys maxed out yet, or the Mercenary Riot Guard, but I've got Kree Royal Guard, I've got Ravager Boomer, and it's just kind of, what's the point in opening the orbs? Same thing here with the raid orbs. You know, I don't need any blue gear. It's just, I don't need it, so why open the orbs? You know, and that's kind of the other thing here too, is orbs and gold. I've got a ton of premium orbs. I kind of hang on to 50, hoping that someday Carnage will come to the premium orbs. Still a little bitter about that one, but we won't go into that. You know, I've got some red star orbs from this most recent event that I'll probably open up a little bit later. That's one thing that's really disappointing, is I know a lot of people complain about the red stars, and I don't want to hop on that bandwagon, but come on, like, the most I have is 5 stars. Let's go back to my roster here. I've never pulled a 6-star. Spider-Man's at 5 stars. I got Minerva at 5-star, which is really, really cool. Thanos is at 4. Minerva's at 5. I think I have a couple of minions at 5 too. Shield Operative, that's not a bad one for 5 red stars. Night Nurse, yeah, Kree Reaper, 5 red stars. And you know, that's it. Like I have farmed, and once again, I haven't spent any money on red star orbs, but I have farmed red stars, and I have opened every single orb since red stars started, and I have never pulled a 6 or a 7-star. I've tried the seed theory and opening them up and doing all this other stuff. Nothing. It's all sheer luck, and I have the worst luck ever. So that's been super disappointing as well. I'm excited to see what they do with this elite orb, you know, update. We'll see. Maybe they'll do something cool, maybe not, who knows. You know, and that's kind of it. You know, Alliance War started out kind of fun. The matchmaking has been kind of tough. You know, we've had some people leave the Alliance, and so that's been kind of tough to make that happen, and it's okay. But you know, the point gap on the Alliance War, oh my gosh, if you lose, it's like, who cares? Well, why waste the time? And then you also have, you know, the stuff in the stores just seems so overpriced. Unless you're winning all the time, in which case, good for you, but, you know, that's not us. Either way, you know, just to kind of recap this whole video out, you know, I've been completely free to play. I've been playing this game for a year, and I play this game when I log on. It's every single day. I get all the events, I get all the awards, I do everything, I get all that stuff. So I'm sitting here, my total collection power is sitting at about 1.75 million. Strongest team power is 230 there. You'll see my Defenders with Punisher are still the strongest. Soon to be the Brotherhood though. I just got to keep farming them and getting them maxed out. Let's see, total characters collected 94. Characters at max star rank 13, all-time arena rank 78. So 78 is the highest all-time arena rank I've got. Latest 213. I've won 6,341 blitz challenges. So that's it. Free to play. 1 year on this game, Marvel Strike Force. It's still fun. I still enjoy it. I'm glad that they're changing things and making new things and coming out with new content as well, because I feel like that's really, really important for the longevity of this game. You know, it's just there's a lot of people who complain about the game and complain about this and complain about that, and it's just like, I get it. It can be frustrating, but you know, for the most part, it's a fun game. It's free for me to play. I have a lot of fun doing it. I love making these videos for you guys. So that being said, that's kind of my account tour. Let me know what you think. Post in the comments. If you like any of my content and you want to subscribe to my channel, I sure do appreciate the help. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.